All right. Oh, it's still on me.
I must live up under a rock.
Hey, y'all.
I must live up under a rock.
Oh, ain't nobody here but me. Hey, me.
My boob look like this. My boob feels like a giant.
Oh, I guess that's the video that I was watching earlier. It's not going to come back up here. It was a song on there that it was called Pop My Shit. And so I was going to pop my shit real quick. But I can't pop my shit without the song or the beat. And my throat's dry. Time I started talking, my throat wants to get dry. So give me a second while I go get some water. I'm back. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see what that was in the corner. All right. And then, of course, my nose started to run as well. So all that stuff happened at once. All right. Let me blow my nose. Okay, you do not need to see me digging my nose. I try not to do that on camera. At some point, I probably will. All right. So, oh yeah. So this is the preamble to our astrology video. And I realized in the last video that I did not go over bling, 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 ding, bling, bling, bling. Every time I come around, I say that bling, bling. And it ring where I feel that bling, bling. Okay. The importance of the order of the planet in this book, or the planets in this book. And this is the part that I didn't go over in the last video. It was the last page of chapter 1. And as you may recall, if you're watching any of these videos, or if I'm only speaking to myself, as you may recall, the mystery of attraction, fate, astrology, and relationship psychology. This was the last page that I realized I didn't cover, or I think that I didn't cover, because I don't remember talking about my planetary placements. So I want to talk about that in the preamble. Most astrology books feature a conventional order for looking at aspects between planets. They start with the sun, followed by the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, with each planet's contacts to others in that order. However, in this book, we are going to do things a bit differently, not least since I believe that Saturn is one of the most important planets in the affinity chart. This revised order of planetary contacts is, according to my experience with synastry, the most effective way to observe what's going on in the affinity chart and to construct a complete picture of the relationship and its various dynamics. For the purpose of this book, then, the planets are ordered as follows. The rising sign. So the rising sign, the attraction factor. And so I will share mine. That's Leo. The sun, which is the sacred light, I share mine. It's Libra. The moon, attachment and need. For me, that's Pisces. Sun/moon, reflecting each other's light. Libra, Pisces. Venus, the heart's desire. Libra again. Mars, excitement and libido. Virgo for me. Venus, Mars, and Eros, sexual attraction. For me, that's Libra and Virgo. Saturn, binding love. Sag for me, Sagittarius. Saturn, all right though, Saturn's binding love. Mercury, meeting of minds, Scorpio. Jupiter, great expectation, Sag for me again. And then it says the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The fate of twist, illusion, and power. And I have to go back to my affinity chart and get those. I don't remember them. Pluto, Neptune. I think Neptune for me is Capricorn. Capricorn. So Neptune is a planet that's generational. So if you're born in between, is it a 30-year span? I don't want to lie or give false information, but I think it's 30-year span. So that puts you in a generation where your Neptune sign will be the same if you're born within that 30-year span. So for me, it's Capricorn. So if you're born anywhere between the late 80s and I can't remember what it cuts off at because it's every 30 years, so I can't recall where it starts. But if you're somewhere born in the late 80s and 90s, you are more than likely your Neptune sign is going to be Capricorn as well. As far as Uranus and Pluto, like I said, I have to look those up. So yeah, I'm not going to start reading chapter 2, which chapter 2 is called Astrology Basics. And so that's where the getting's going to get good, of course. And I like in chapter 2 where they're going to talk about different places where you can start doing or access your own birth chart. It's free, of course, and you can go and you can put in your information and you can get your own birth chart in minutes. And I'm telling you, you should definitely do that because it's so much fun. So much fun understanding your placements. And like I said, like a moth to a flame, burned by the fire, I am just prone to the psychology of relationships. And I said that could be that Libra placement that I have. Because we know Libra is the planet it rules relationships and partnerships. That's like one of the biggest characteristics of Libras. But anywho, so I wanted to clear up that confusion. And also, I'm definitely going to pull my birth chart and I think I may do a video about my birth chart before I do chapter. Or maybe I'll read chapter 2 and then pull my birth chart. Well, go back and look it up again or get the information. I know most of my placements. But anyway, I'll do that as a reference to the book. So then I can utilize my birth chart and then read the book. And then I can do a compare. And then those who choose to watch these videos can pull their birth chart up and do the connection too with what's being read in the book. And, you know, we just be a bunch of astrologers around here. And there's definitely a need for astrologers. Melanin. There's definitely a need for that, you know, in the whole metaphysical field, which there are lots of great metaphysical teachers. You know, my favorite metaphysical teachers are, of course, Dr. Africa and Bobby Hemmett. And then I like this new person. They're new to me. I think her name is Dr. Sahaja. She's a metaphysician. I found her on TikTok, so I watch her videos and stuff. And she also has a YouTube channel that I will start making time to start watching her videos. A lot of her teachings in metaphysics are very useful, and it is one of the main things I would say about her teachings is that she decenters men, which is very purposeful, you know, and a lot of people may not agree with that, but to each his own. But decentering men is necessary because it helps you understand life without this patriarchal, what you want to call it, dome or lid that's kind of clouding over everything. And it alters our judgment in the way that we perceive things in life because we see life through the eyes of patriarchy, which is not the best thing for or all people, but I will say so for melanin because of colonialism and being taken away from your culture and not understanding certain aspects of your culture and not understanding how certain things like astrology is so useful and beneficial when we utilize astrology every day, not knowing that we're utilizing astrology. And astrology exists whether we choose to acknowledge it or not. You know, I'm a big advocate for astrology because I look at astrology like this. It's a tool to navigate life, and it has been a very helpful tool for me to navigate through life, and it has helped me make sense of a lot of things that I've experienced. For example, relationships and so many other things. And then we'll get into how astrology plays a part in it because there's this book called Body Astrology, and it's actually a newer book, but then it's an older book that I do want to get, and it talks about health and astrology, health astrology, and it just talks about how astrology plays a part in all aspects of life. And so my goal or my interest is to read those books and get as much information about astrology as I can, you know, and I just might just self-proclaim myself as an astrologer. Like I don't really need your credentials and your certificates to declare myself, which, you know, sometimes people use those things just to get people to believe in them, or if you're trying to make money out of it, credentials are helpful in creating that trust between you and so-called potential clients who will be willing to give you or compensate you for doing astrology readings or whatever. But as a metaphysician, astrology is very much so a pertinent part of what I do, and I can't live without it. I love it so much. And I have to go to the restroom. And I think this video is long enough. Like I said, it's a preamble to what I'm going to be talking about today, and kind of want to talk about a little bit what I have been going through the last few days. If I talked about that, maybe that was in the last video that I cut off and deleted. I don't know. Again, if you choose to watch my videos, subscribe or follow me, I am very unconventional, and I don't edit my videos. And honestly, I don't watch my videos. I just started watching my videos. The videos that I recorded last year, I just literally started watching those videos this month, or probably this week. I'm not really big on watching myself on camera for whatever reason. But I'm looking to change that. You know, I've learned a lot from myself by watching my own videos. I was pretty impressed, believe it or not. So yeah, you know, yeah, and I don't edit these videos. I don't care about editing. I don't care if I make a mistake or say something wrong or get up and go to the restroom or go in there and get water. You know, this is life. And I'm not here to make pretty polished Hollywood cinemas. You know, I'm here to be me and represent what I'm about on this channel. That's the purpose of me creating this channel. It's a metaphysical coaching channel using metaphysics as practical advice for navigating through life. That's what I do. I'm a metaphysician, and that's me, and that's it. And I guess I end the video at 13 minutes. That's long enough. Peace.